What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. So we're doing the same thing we did last week. We got an Incarnon overview of all the upgrades and things of that nature. Reminder, this is like about 10 minutes after the hotfix went out, or the update happened. Weekly reset, whatever. So no one knows what these do yet. I'm going to show you what the Incarnon upgrades are going to be. And look out for a community post on my channel later tonight with basically a overview of what everything does and how strong they seem at the end of the day, okay? So here are your choices for Incarnon for week 4. And these are actually some pretty exciting ones. Let's just start right away. So the Torrid is going to be a primary, mainly does toxin damage. Let's see what you can expect here. Reminder, the whole leaked stuff, the Incarnon mode for this seems to be a beam weapon. And already with a new thing for the Torrid's Incarnon form is charged by direct hits. Unlike most weapons going for headshots or whatever, the Torrid's Incarnon charges from direct hits from this weapon. It is already kind of AoE. It's a very weird weapon. But yes, you can build Incarnon charge just from direct hits with the Torrid Incarnon. Moving on to the first evolution choices, we have two choices. One of them is called Final Fusillade. Increased damage by plus 51. And plus 3 multi-shot in the last shot in the magazine. Okay, so I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but I just want to show you guys something. This was in the leaked information. This Torrid minus magazine thing wasn't leaked information, and beforehand I rolled a minus magazine size Riven. This will let me have 2 rounds in the magazine. There is no way to have 1 round in the magazine with the Torrid, because the Riven dispo is very high, but it's just not enough Riven dispo to get 1 in the magazine. The lowest you can have in this thing is 2 in the magazine. So, Final Fusillade, increased damage by 51, pretty big base damage. On the last shot in the magazine, 3 extra projectiles is crazy. That's a crazy amount of extra projectiles, but this will not seem to work on the Incarnon mode. So, potentially try it out, but remember, it will not be doing anything besides on the last round of the magazine. The other option on Evolution 2 for the Torrid is Plentiful Mayhem. Increases base damage by 31, so less damage than Final Fusillade, but multi-shot is now going to consume ammo directly from your magazine and increase base damage by plus 60. So, you're going to get more damage when you use multi-shot, but it's also going to consume your ammo faster. And I don't think the Torrid has too much ammo at base. I think I'm going to go for Final Fusillade on this option if I do pick this thing, especially because of my special ribbon. So, interesting stuff there. Big base damage increase of 51. For tier 3, you have 3 options. Either increased projectile speed, which this thing enjoys, renewed horror, reloading from empty, lingering damage field duration doubles on first shot. Okay, so like I said, with a minus magazine size Riven, it will become a 2-round magazine. First shot will be big multi-shot, or rather, final shot will be big multi-shot. First shot will be increased duration of the AoE. The other one increases magazine size by plus 9. That sounds like it could be bad. But yeah, it seems like the leaked stuff was relatively accurate, actually. This will be increased AoE. So multi-shot here, AoE here. Torrid one's looking interesting. And the final upgrades, we've got Commodore's Fortune increasing base crit chance by 20. Big crit chance increase. Or we've got Survivor's Edge giving crit chance and status chance. Or we've got Elemental Balance giving 34% increased base status chance. These are some big number increases here. Torrid one's looking pretty good. It charges on direct hits. And reminder, the alt fire is probably going to be a beam weapon. But hopefully it's a chaining beam weapon. Looking really, really nice here. Moving on to the Dual Toxicist. We have some pistols here. And this is going to build off of headshots as well. So like most Incarnons, this will build off headshots with Dual Toxicist. I believe the leaked Incarnon mode was full auto on this thing. It's not full auto at base. First evolutions, we got increased damage by plus 60 on Carnage Rain, and plus 33% direct damage per stats effect affecting the enemy. So this is Condition Overload right here. I wonder if it will actually work properly, but yes, 33% damage per stats effect affecting the target. This could be super, super nasty, especially for killing high-level enemies. So potentially check that one out. What's the competition going to be for something that is Condition Overload, literally on a gun? And of course, this will stack with Galvanized shots. You'll have so much Condition Overload. Fevered Frenzy increases your base damage by plus 50, and on ability cast, plus 5% multi-shot, stacks up to 20 times. What? That's crazy. So, if you cast 20 abilities, you get 100% extra multi-shot. I feel like that's going to be less damage than the Condition Overload for guns, but these are both really strong options for the Dual Toxicist on Tier 2. So, if you're looking for maybe a sleeper pick, I'd say maybe check out the Dual Toxicist. Already looking really good with the first couple of options here. Tier 3, we've got on reload from empty plus increased reload speed. That shouldn't do anything for the Incarnon mode, so I wouldn't worry about that. Plus 50% magazine reloaded while holstered per second, so basically instant reload. Or minus 50% recoil, making you hit those headshots very easily to build that Incarnon charge. I think I'm going to go with auto reload on here, but none of these really seem to affect the Incarnon mode very much besides minus recoil. So if you're only focusing on Incarnon mode, minus recoil. If you don't really care, just whatever. This is kind of like a throwaway tier right here anyway. For the ultimate evolutions on the dual tox assist, let's see what we got. Okay, well, we got some crazy stuff here. We've got increased crit chance massively by plus 20%. That's a good one. On headshot, plus 70% tox damage for 3 seconds. I'm not sure if that will combine into other elementals, or if there'll be toxin damage on top of whatever you have, because that could be nice for condition overload, but we'll see. And then the final one is on kill, plus 3 meters of punch through for 7 seconds. So as long as you're getting kills, this thing is just going to be like, it's going to be shooting through enemies like crazy. I'm expecting this to be like the Nell. And I'm kind of tempted to pick this one, but I am probably going to go for the Atomos and the Miters still. This one sounds really good. Both of these two sound pretty good. I think the Dual Toxis actually does sound a little bit better, though. Especially if you're looking for a DPS secondary. Alright, Dual Ichor. These are another Incarnon melee, and I am not picking Incarnon melees for a while. Let's see what this can potentially do. Okay, I can already tell. It's not going to be super exciting, but this at least it tells you what it does. Kills, release, toxin, residue. That is not much information to go off of, but kills, release, toxin, residue when you're in Incarnon mode. You get the 6x combo and heavy attack to transform, and you're also going to get increased melee damage by 100%, 20% sprint speed, and 20% bullet jump. It does have a special attack technically. On kill, creates Toxin Puddle. Hopefully the Toxin Puddle does more than 2 damage this time. Alright, for the evolution choices, you've got Alchemist's Wrath, increasing base damage by 90. Wow, 90 base damage is a big jump up. 5 additional combos on targets affected by toxin. Okay, so if the enemy has a toxin proc on them, you'll get 5 more hits of combo per hit. That can be very nice with like multi-hits and stuff, so interesting one there. Ronin's Rush increases base damage by 90. On striking target with final move of neutral combo. Plus 30% attack speed for 33 seconds. What are these upgrades? This makes the Magistar one look like a freaking joke. What is this? What doing a combo as normal gives me attack speed? For the Magistar, you had to have no guns equipped. You need to go back and buff that Sancti Magistar one right now. Okay, so these ones are pretty good. The first one doesn't do anything unless they have Toxin procs on them. And this thing does have base Toxin, thankfully, but you might be combining it into Elemental all the time. Oh yeah, so two pretty good ones here. The neutral combo is usually a pretty powerful one on dual swords. Evolution 3, increased range by 0.6 meters, 7 seconds of combo duration, or heavy attack wind-up speed. If you're going to be doing light attacks with Ronin's Rush to get that increased attack speed, maybe go for the range here, but they're all okay options, honestly. For the final Evos, we've got Absolute Valor, massively increases the status chance by plus 34% before mods. Very powerful. On killing an enemy with 3+ toxin procs, increased heal rate for 9 seconds. You get some built-in healing if you kill an enemy with toxin procs on them. Looks like they're really pushing a toxin proc build here. And the final one is collecting ammo grants 5 melee combo counters. So nothing super crazy here. I mean, that is a massive status chance increase, so maybe that could be nice. But yeah, this one is not looking super exciting. But hey, if the toxin residue attack does good damage, maybe it will be a really powerful dual sword. Because I mean, if you look at this toxin, think about it now. This creates a toxin residue. Toxin procs from this, so you'll be getting lots of combo. And you'll be getting healing if you kill an enemy with toxin procs on them. So you'll be getting healing and combo all the time, it seems like. Seems okay, but I don't know if that's going to be worth my Incarnon choice for the week. The Miter, the one I was looking forward to the most. The leaked Incarnon for this was going to be like AoE exploding saw blades. Headshots also will charge the Incarnon here. And our choices are increased base damage by plus 77 with a channeled ability active plus 70% fire rate. So they're making you have to run Gloom again, or you get pretty much just base damage out of this choice. And the other one is damage increased by plus 57. Multi-shot consumes ammo directly from capacity, increases damage by plus 20. The Miter does not have the most ammo, so I'm going to have to try this one out. We'll see if it actually, because it shouldn't really matter if you are in Incarnon mode, but we'll see. I don't like being forced to have to run Gloom, honestly, on a lot of these weapons. If you're tier 3 on the Miter, you got projectile speed. On reload from empty, increase reload speed, or increase ammo capacity to 160. Okay, there you go. So The final one, Mercenary's Chamber, gives you increased ammo capacity, and this one chews through your ammo like crazy, so there's some synergy right there. Extra ammo is expended, increased ammo pool for Evolution 3. Projectile speed can also be nice in the Miter too. For the final Evo charge, we have, we hold charge shot for 1 second to increase AoE. Saw Blade Storm will give you AoE. This is separate from the Incarnon Fire mode right here. So, Saw Blade AoE when holding the charge. If you notice, the Miter has a charge, and it will make it have exploding AoE, which is different from the Incarnon mode. Interesting. Increased base crit chance by 22. Dang! I was looking at the preview build of the leaked Incarnon stuff. My Riven's gonna have like a 14.4 multiplier. So, yeah, yikes. Yikes for the enemies. I'm definitely gonna pick this one after reading this. And the other one is increased crit chance and status chance by 12. It's got good status chance already, but hey, it might be nice with the Incarnon mode, which apparently has IPS and heat. Alright, for the final Incarnon, before I go start my stream up and we can start farming this stuff out, we got the Atomos Incarnon. And headshots are going to be required for the Atomos Incarnon as well. Remember, this is a chaining beam weapon. Think of like the Kuva Nucor, things like that. It will chain in nearby enemies. And it does not say what the Incarnon will do here, but it seems like it might be a exploding AoE from what we saw earlier. Alright, so these evolutions, we got increased base damage by plus 24. And when you have energy pool with max energy over 700, so if you have prime flow on your build, basically, increased crit damage by plus 1. Dang! Okay, but you have to be on very specific frames, it seems like, to get 700 energy. The other one is Hoplite Virtue, increasing your base damage by 24 as well. And on Shield Break, increase base damage by plus 30 for 8 seconds. So you want a base crit damage increase when you have a lot of energy, or do you want to have... whenever your shield breaks, you get plus 30 base damage for 8 seconds. I feel like the base damage one is not going to be... I mean, they're both good, but, like, the thing about the crit damage one is there's a lot of frames you can just never even get 700 energy on in the first place. So, it's only be usable on certain frames, unfortunately. And on shield break, I mean, whatever. I'm finishing the shield gate rolling guard it anyway, so I guess it's a free 30 base damage buff. On to Tier 3. Okay, we have some good ones here, actually. Increased base range by plus 7. If you didn't know, the Atomos is a beam weapon. Beam weapons have beam range and all that. This will be a great option to make it so you can hit enemies more consistently. Other choices, increases ammo capacity to 560. And the other one is on reload from empty, increases magazine size by plus 5. Stacks up to 7 times. So that's a really goofy one. They want you to reload from empty 7 different times to give you like some extra magazine size. Some of these just require you to jump through too many hoops for not enough benefit, in my opinion. Especially when you have a 7-meter extra range option in the same tier. For the final Evos on the Atomos, we've got increased status chance by 20%. Very good as a pure heat weapon, usually. Increased base crit chance by plus 19. It doesn't have the most crit chance. This could be nice to get to like 100% crit chance, maybe. And the last option is both crit and status chance going up by 10%. Okay, those are your Incarnons for the week. Let me know which ones you guys think look the best from this, initial first impressions. Keep an eye out on my community tab later tonight. I'm going to go over all these, like what they actually do and how effective they are. I think my choices right now after reading all these, I'm going to go Miter and I'm going to go... it's going to be really hard. I'm going to go Miter Atomos or do I go Miter Torrid? I don't have a dual Toxis Riven, but these sounded really nasty. Going off of these, just off the bat, I'm going to say the strongest ones this week sound like the dual Toxicist and maybe the Miter. But I'll have to see about the Atomos, because the Miter, this last evolution sounds crazy. This thing doesn't even need these crit buffs. It will be helpful, but this can one-shot very high-level enemies already. So I'm looking forward to some nastiness here. I'll see you guys on stream very soon. I appreciate all the support. Take it easy. Peace!